Welcome to Agency Master. I've created this template after working with more than 20 different service providers on their ClickUp workspace. And my goal here is to create a single framework that would allow any service provider to start optimizing their agency's workflow on ClickUp. So it consists of 3 pillars: acquisition, operations, and recruiting. Acquisition is the actual sales folder that you'll see here on the left. Then you have the ops folder, which consists of the different agency operations, and the HR folder, which consists of your recruiting pipeline. Starting with the sales folder, we will go to the contacts list, where you'll be able to manage your different prospects and clients and add as many custom information as you want. So you can add their role, their email, their LinkedIn, who they work for, etc. And once you've done that and you have a new deal with a client, you can actually create it here and link it to the actual client by just selecting it from here. And what's interesting is that once a deal is signed, so say we signed this PR campaign for Tim Cook, we can move it to closed, which will automatically add it to the onboarding list available in the ops folder. It will also create a subtask for your whole onboarding process that you can completely customize, which we'll show later. So here, as you can see, you have your different onboarding tasks, and say all your onboarding is done. So I'll select everything and just move it to done. Obviously, this can take a few days, depending on how long your onboarding workflow is. But then we can move the actual parent task to in progress status, which will automatically move it to our to-do list. In our to-do list, we will have the actual campaign that's available here. And if we want to add different services that we sold to this client, we can just select the service that has been sold. Say this one represents the PR campaign service, and it will create the subtask with the actual roadmap and deadlines for all the services provided. And you can also fully customize this with assignees, due dates, estimates, etc. You'll be able to manage all the subtasks into sprints. So sprints are batches of 1 to 2 weeks of work of your team, and you'll be able to decide, all right, next week, let's go and do these subtasks into the next sprint. So you can simply select your upcoming sprint, say my next sprint is sprint 2, and add these subtasks to this sprint. And you can also assign it to the right people and estimate and do as many things as you want on these tasks. And what's interesting is that your team actually works sprint by sprint, so batch by batch. And once they get their task done, they'll just have to close it into the sprint. And you as a manager will be able to have an overall project progress here by just how many tasks are closed. Next, moving on to the actual positions list, you will be able to handle your whole open positions here in ClickUp. Select where you published it, which department it concerns, which phase is it in, and you can also manage your whole applicants in ClickUp. So you'll have a pipeline where you'll be able to create a new applicant, link it to the right position, and make the different steps move forward. You can also add optional fields. Here I've added the score, the phase, which department will concern, etc., etc. And that's very handy when you start to have a very regular onboarding flow of candidates. That's it for Agency Master. The full guide is available in the template. And if you have any question, you can also refer to the FAQ, which is in the template. Thank you.